Alright guys, I'm down here on a pretty good sized creek. Bunch of beavers are in here. What I done though, I come right in here, took my shovel and I dug out a kind of a horseshoe shape. Took all the mud I dug out, piled right up here. I do that, that helps guide that beaver in, or if he comes out on the bank, a lot of times they'll come out of the water 3 or 4 foot away from the Castor Mount, come up, splatter it around, and then they'll go out right there. But I got my trap set right in there. That water's about 1.5 inches over the trap. I'm trying for a front foot. But put my mud up there from where I dug it out and put some enrager on there. And on that other set, I piled that mud up back there and used that enrager as a Beaver Castor base lure. When they smell that Beaver Castor and that see that mud piled up, that's how they mark their territory. They see that, think another beaver is in their territory, and they come up there and smear that out and try to remark it as their own, try to run that beaver out. I forgot to explain that, but I come on down the creek bank about 40 yards, maybe 30 yards, something like that, but I dug me out another spot. This time I didn't pile the mud up back here. Like I say, I just do that to help guide the beaver in, but I put me a stick right here. I've got damage complaint on it, and that's a food-based lure, and beavers will come up and try to eat that. My trap's sitting right here, and both these traps are on drowning cables going out to deeper water. And a couple bobcat tracks right there along the creek, so I just grabbed some stuff through a bobcat set in right here, put a trench. It's about 3 foot long. The trap's right here, got sticks on both sides. Underneath, dug that trench, and then I laid that log over top of it. I put some cotton balls in there, had Wildcat number 1 on there. I put some bobcat gland lure and some cat collector in there. Then I made it around this thing where a cat's got to approach it from the front. Everything all around this thing, he can't get into it because it's easiest route is right here, and I'll take the route of least resistance. Just thought I'd show this real quick for the guys that don't really know what a Castor Mount is and just getting into beaver trapping. That right there is Castor Mount. Can't really tell. It's about 4 inches high. Them beavers, they'll come up here and they'll pile mud and sticks and leaves all up there, and they'll mark it with Castor, put it on there, and it marks the territory. I can actually see where it's pretty fresh and beaver scratches where he's pushing stuff up here. And you can even take your traps, instead of making your own, just set a trap out in front of theirs, put your own Castor on there, and that works good too. Just thought y'all'd like to see that. I'm up the creek a little bit further. These beavers have a couple slides right here coming out of the water. There's one of them down the bank too, but there's a little, you probably can't tell it in the video, but they've got a faint trail going right up that little hill. They're going up there and chewing down trees, and they've got a bunch of them chewed down. But right here on this little faint trail, I set a trap right here. Just real crude, just stumped out a trap bed, bedded it in there, threw some leaves over it, and right there on that stick I put some beaver buffet on there. They'll come up that slide and start up this trail, and you can catch them without lure on it, but in case they come up over there instead of right here and go up that little trail, it's about 10 foot from this one. Hopefully they'll smell that and come over there to get it and get caught anyway. But you could blind set both these trails, but I'm just going to set this one for now.